Morning traders, and this is your DAX daily review. So we've got the moves to the downside. We are ever so slightly short of this level, and bear in mind we do have a gap to the downside. We've actually got two gaps here, so this could very well be the start of our move to the downside. But obviously the trend here, depending which way you draw it, but that was the first trend. And I suppose now what we need to do is just line that trend up there. So the trend is still to the upside. So we'd have to break below the swing low for this uptrend to come to an end, even though we are at a very strong weekly and monthly resistance level. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour, you can see alligators crossing over. Problem that I do have is the oscillator is indicating oversold territory. Okay, so a little bit cautious with this. This has been a pretty messy last couple of days, and I would definitely expect some sort of buying to happen off the swing high. Maybe a bit of a rally, a consolidation, and a continuation at the downside to come and grab this gap. That's kind of the view that I have at the moment. This first level is 11,829, which is the first one that will, let's say 11,830. That's the first level we'll need to watch out for. Okay, so let's drill down to lower time frames. You can see the opening was up to test the break of the alligator, and then quite a steep sell-off. I don't even think we closed that top gap. So it was pretty much ambushed before the gap close. It's always an interesting scenario. So it wouldn't say the bears are in full control at the moment, but you can see where we are at the moment. We've sort of started taking some profit off where we gapped up here. So this underside here is always a level. Okay, so that there is always a level. You can see again ambushes are stepping in just before the level to drive it up. For me right now, this trend on the hour has reversed. It's turning to the downside, so I'm looking for shorts. Don't think you want to get in at this level here, or not even at the gap. I would wait for a move higher, and ideally you'd want some kind of a breakout test, and this looks like the most logical breakout. There it was used as resistance, here it was used as support. So we've broken through it. I would expect a little bit of a pullback into that area and then another move down. Just bear in mind that we've got some European-USA trade wars brewing now. So Germany is one of the countries that would be affected with that quite severely. Okay. So anyway, I'm looking for shorts. Obviously not at this area, not at this level. I'd like to see a bit of a bounce. Okay, and that bounce will definitely come back to test the range breakout, and that would give me an area for getting back in short. Okay, so there are a few long scalps here, definitely off this level of 11,829, or alternatively off the gap. Those are two areas that are definitely an area where you could get a long scalp. And on the next bounce, you're looking for a bounce, a lower high, and that is your entry short. Okay, so that's my view on this at the moment. If we look at the half hour, you'll see, as I said yesterday, short, watch out for this 200 moving average. You can see how we are bouncing off it, but it is forming a flat bottom triangle here, so I anticipate this is going to continue to the downside. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Definitely looking for shorts, just not down at this area. I'd like to see a little bit of a bounce and then an opportunity to get in short. Long-term targets on this is really a difficult one, because once we break through this area here, now there are a few other swing highs, but I think with these gaps to the downside, and there are quite a few of them, I think you have quite a few magnets. And if you look at the 4-hour, we have close below the alligator. Okay, so I really anticipate that we move quite steadily to the downside. This could also highlight this. So this is also what could be brewing at the moment. So just be wary of that. So could get a move back up almost all the way up here to this breakout here, all the way back into the alligator, and then move down. So we could just meander down in a channel like that. If that's the case, then this will be seen as a retracement rather than a move to the downside. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Looking for short still, and just not at this level. Would like to see a bit of a bounce. Don't know whether we're going to get it though. This may just open flat. I can tell you now where it is at the moment. Yeah, so it is still flat, 11,860. So we may very well just open flat, and then just keep gradually moving down. So one way to watch is the break below this 200 EMA, then a retest of the 200 EMA may also be an opportunity for a short. But you're looking for some kind of a pullback before you get into this. Okay. And again, it may only be 1 or 2 bars on the half hour, but you're definitely looking for a little bit of a pullback before you jump in. Okay, here we go. That's it for me today. I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.